Yay, I don't need it up in my face. I don't know why people like to get all up on the camera. I usually avoid those channels when they do that. That's a person who's just not interested in their nose hair. All right. So I'm just doing a stream. I'm just chit-chatting and I'm hanging out and I'm crocheting. But I want to talk about, and it's a little bit late, so I figure people that, who's here? Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Where you been? Hey. Okay, so that's why I said read the description, because I'm not doing a giveaway right now. On Sundays I do giveaways, but I'm making a new rule on this whole thing because I did make it to 950 subscribers, and so now I'm adding cash gift cards. And so I know that people are going crazy over my cash gift card. Like I had about 125 people channels subscribing to my channel like in a week, and probably about 70 of those in like 24-hour period of time. And so what it is there's people who have duplicate accounts. And you know, one of the things that Google does, since Google now owns YouTube, is they can see whenever somebody has multiple emails and they can see that they have duplicate YouTube channels. They're not going to let somebody use 5 to 10 channel accounts to go to a YouTube channel and subscribe, because they feel like people used to say, hey, they would sell hey, I'll sub to you with 10 channels or whatever, you know what I mean? And that was abusing. That wasn't what they wanted. So now they can see when somebody has multiple accounts. So when I have 100 people coming to join my channel and my account only goes up 10, I know that I'm getting trolled, right? And so then, of course, right after the giveaway, there's a big dump. So here's my new rule on the cash giveaways. And so for people that just recently subscribed to me, in the last week, it's okay. You're good. I'm talking about from here on out, when I do my cash giveaway, my the debit card or whatever, you have to be subscribed to me for 2 weeks before you can participate in that. And that'll prevent people from just hopping in, right before the giveaway and then leaving, they're just, but yeah. So, now my crochet channels, if you're connected to my other crochet network of people, and I can look in your channel and I can see that you've been a channel for a while and you've got, crochet stuff in there, then this doesn't apply to you. But there's a whole bunch of people that do not have videos on their account, and they may have joined, a while back, but I'm just you have to be subscribed for 2 weeks to participate in my cash giveaway. So and here's the thing, I need to be able to see that either you come on to my live stream and you commented on my subscriber only live stream. Okay. And if you're an account that doesn't have any videos, then make your subscriptions visible so I can go in there and see that you're, that you are subscribed to me. It's just a lot of random people coming in, and that just kind of goes with the territory. Anybody that does giveaways, especially when you're giving money away, that just comes with the territory. So, but I'm trying to be all inclusive to my true subscribers, because a lot of people I make a lot of crochet stuff and I can't really ship them anything. You know what I mean? Because I just can't afford the international shipping. And so anyways, so I'm doing debit cards, and Visa is pretty much accepted in a lot of countries. And when I look at my analytics, and I've got viewers from over 50 countries. So, I'm just trying to be all inclusive. I'm going to see who's here. Hey, Bella. Hi. So, and Kim 14. Yeah. So I'm making my very first ever slouch hat. I've made lots of hats in my time. In my time, I'm old, right? No, but I've never made a slouch hat. So I'm making a slouch hat, and I don't know what the color looks like on this camera. I don't think that's right. It's like a sherbet, like a really kind of like a mint sherbet color. It's not blue. I don't know what it's looking like on the camera. Darn, I hate that you can't see this color because it's really pretty. It's like a minty color. It's just, it's just a cheap yarn. I'm practicing, but this isn't I think it's mostly acrylic. So I've got Bella, my fur yarn's here. It's at my post office. My post office is 12 miles away. So tomorrow I checked to see when it was delivered. So I had a physical therapy today. I just could not get there in time to get it picked up. So I had to go to the post office and pick it up. So my fur yarn's in. So I'm like trying to hurry up. What I'm gonna do. Yeah, I know. I'm so excited. So now my next giveaway will have fur yarn in it. So I'm trying to get the news out to all my crochet friends. So look, this has that it's kind of like I call it like a little ledge. It has like a ribbon in it because I'm going through the posts on the double crochet. So here's what I thought. So I turn it out this way, right? And then on the slouch hat, then I'm gonna put the fun fur yarn in here. What do you think of that? Hey, Handmade Designs. Hello. Yeah, she was one of my winners this week. So I was just telling people that I had like over 100 new subscribers from my last giveaway in like 3 days, right? But my count didn't go up. It went up like 14 total, I think. And then it went back down. And I was so mad. And it's just somebody trolling me with all these duplicate accounts. And so I was like, okay, so except for my crochet friends, if some random people come in that's not connected to any of my other subscribers, they have to be subscribed for 2 weeks to participate in my debit card, my cash credit card thing, because I'm just like, they're just messing my channel up. It sends bad messages to the algorithm. And so I'm like, okay. Anyways, so for like people that are, international, and I can't really afford international shipping. So yeah. Yeah, so Handmade Designs. Yeah, so I'll put you down for 10 extra entries for next week. And you're 40 away from 1,000. No, I am. Yeah, but I was at 975 yesterday, and it went down to 960. But do you know, I counted the amount of subscribers that I got from this last giveaway, and it was over 125. It didn't go up. My count did not go up at all. It didn't. Whenever I have a big hike, it just goes back down. So like, well, okay, and I know a lot of that's just probably people with duplicate accounts, right? But now when I did a short video and I had like 6,000 views on it, and my count went up 20. I got 25 new subscribers, and these were real people. They all had videos, were active channels, and they were commenting and stuff on my channel, and then my count just went back down. And I'm just like, well, I don't understand why YouTube's doing that. Like, they think that I'm just growing too fast or something. Hey, Fanisa, I hope I'm saying that right. So, anyway, so let me ask you, okay, so for any of my crochet people, I see a lot of these really cute slouch hats on Etsy. So I just got my new Etsy shop set up this week. And so I was going to make a bunch of these slouch hats with the palm. So I got some palm makers. I've been making my own palms, but because I'm doing fur, I'm, brushing them out to make fur. I'm a little rugged on them. So I got some palm makers, and I'm wondering, how do you guys do your palms? Do you have a certain way? Do you do them? Because I've really seen a lot of tutorials on palms. But my friend, she had a set of different sizes of palms, like the little round thing, and you put it together and you wrap it around, and then yeah, so I have some of those, and I saw a tutorial on that. The only thing about those is they're just like perfectly round, and I kind of like mine to have a little bit of a non-perfect shape. So if any of you guys have palm tutorials, I would really like to know. Yeah. So since my fun for yarn is in, oh my gosh, I'm going to be giving away some yarn this weekend. I'm so excited. Yeah, so I'm going to make some hats and stuff and try different things with I got to get to work. I'm going to just start a poncho too. So I've never done a poncho before, so I've done a lot of first stuff. So, I saw the absolute cutest pattern, and I haven't seen any of all my new crochet friends. I've not seen anybody do it. I just happened to be going through, and it is the cutest pattern. I've saved it in my craft playlist, and it is basically Um, it's kind of like you make a shell, you make like a roll of shells, okay, and then you're gonna go over it with trim to it makes it look like a heart. So you have a whole, it's just look like a whole big blanket of hearts. It is the cutest thing, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I still have to do that. So I'm gonna do that with like a red and a pink, or maybe a dark pink and a light pink, or something like that. Has any of you ever made that? Because I've not seen that pattern on anybody's channel. In fact, I think it was an older one. I was just going through a lot of different types of heart tutorials, and I saw the cutest. Oh, you guys have to check out my craft playlist. It's in there. It's like the last one, last few that I added. So, but like not, how do you say her name? Not Tasia. Do you guys subscribe to her? Because she has some really cute tutorials too that I've seen. But so how many of my crochet friends in here, how many of you like, okay, I'm sorry if I'm being nosy. I'm just asking for advice. That have Etsy shops, because I just set mine up, and I'm like so new to Etsy. Like, I've bought things from Etsy, but I've never sold anything on Etsy, like, ever. And oh boy, so like, I don't know like how they do their shipping and stuff like that, and how do you get exposure, and like the whole, like, what if there's a complaint? I don't see like any instructions, like any like guidelines, like what if somebody has a complaint? Like eBay, they have, I've sold things on eBay before. They have their whole, like, whole guideline, like a whole manual on how stuff goes. They even have like question and answers. If this happens, then this, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see that with Etsy. Is there like somewhere like you can find out like how, what happens, what if somebody doesn't like your thing and then they want to return it? I'm like a little bit nervous, I guess. Hey. Oh, yeah, yeah, the heart, yeah, it was just really cute. It's actually, it's just basically like you create a shell, and then because you put the outline over it, it gives it the image of a heart. So when you're like looking at it, you're real close, but it's just, it's so cute. Oh my goodness, that little heart blanket. So I'm thinking about, what I'm thinking about doing with that pattern is making a throw blanket with it. I thought, wow, that would be so cute, especially for like Valentine's Day. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this week what I'm gonna do is another Visa gift card, and then I'm gonna do some like fun fur yarn. I'm like, I see some of the people, and I'm not like trying to compare myself, but I just don't have that money. But I see some people that do these giveaways, and man, they send a lot of stuff to them, and I feel like, I could probably do like a couple skeins of yarn, the fun for yarn or whatever. But I want to, I just, I want to do something, giveaway. I love doing giveaways, I really do. But I'm doing so I have my gamers, right? Let's see, some of them are in here. Hi, guys. So I've got a bunch of gamers because I have a Roblox game. I have my own Roblox game. It's Please Donate Me. So if any of you here are my gamers, just so you know, I did get my Roblox game. Chris and the Mike created it. And so I have a Roblox group, and I have a Roblox game, so I can give money, the Robux, out at the Roblox game, and that I co-own with my, and then also out of the group too. So I've got that going on. And so then I'm wanting to really get going on this crochet stuff. Man, I tell you what, all you ladies, just in all your tutorials, I have learned so much. I am so thankful for you guys. I really have. I'm like, wow, I've done so many new things just learning from you guys. I am so thankful for you. So, okay, so I have even trying to navigate in those sites. I search a person's name, 1,000 suggestions. Oh, so like the Etsy shop. Yeah. And I have, yeah, I'm just not experienced to know. I've just never used Etsy, but I know a lot of the crafters do specifically. And I'm also a photographer and acrylic pour artist, which I just don't do that very often. But I would like to be able to sell all of that on there. And with eBay, the only thing about eBay is that there's a lot of just, well, it's super competitive to begin with. Not that Etsy isn't, but like visibility on eBay is, like if you're a big seller and you're reselling stuff and you sell a lot of things, you're gonna have a lot more visibility. So, and the cost to put an ad out and then you're not getting any visibility and then it doesn't sell, it's like, but then of course there's always Facebook, right? There's always Facebook because it doesn't cost anything. I don't think it costs. I think when you sell, you might. I think they take a little bit. I'm not real sure, but I've bought things on Facebook too, and so anyways, but so I'm just wondering like what people's experience is. I know one lady, she said she sold out all her stuff on Etsy. I'm like, that's awesome. So who we got every here? Bella, Handmade, Rival. Yeah. So now Rivalry, is that a website? I've never heard of it. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm like this big pillow person because I'm always needing pillows anyways. I've got my back problems. But yeah, I like the flag stuff. I know I've been collecting those. Those are actually pretty old. I've had them for a long time. And this poor thing, oh my word, this thing right here is inside out. Somebody gave that to me when one of my houses flooded. And wow, that was an ordeal. And so they brought these sweet blankets and they gave me that flag blanket. I just thought that was the sweetest thing. And so it's so old though, like, right? So it's got like raggedy, so I had to turn it inside out. So it's kind of weird colors from this side, but it's actually red, white, and blue. It doesn't look it though. It looks like brown and green or something. That's just because I've got it turned inside out. But so yeah. So then I've got this I'm trying to remember. I feel bad. I don't remember the girl's name, but I added her to my craft list, and I did something wrong on this one here. I've done something wrong. Oh, I did it wrong. I got to undo this whole thing. See that I can't apparently multitask. So this is double crochet, but you're not going through the top of the stitch. You're going through the post of the stitch. Like, I don't know what you call it, the trunk of the stitch, front post. How do you say that? Going through the front post, and but anyways, and it creates this ribbon effect. And so that's I forgot so like this ribbon effect. And I like that ribbon effect because I'm doing a slouch hat. So because um one nice thing about the ribbon, that little ribbon thing, is because that is so perfect to add some fringe, the fun fur yarn fringe. I'm just gonna add rows of that, and hopefully it'll turn out right because I'm winging it. Unless someone gives you the link, it's hard to. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that because, like, they pretty much control what you see, the site does. And I don't know if, like, I know, like, on Facebook, you can pay like, if you have a page, you can pay to, like, what do they call it? Boost your post or whatever. So I don't know. I guess if you have, like, a big social media, you know, people like on Facebook or whatever, I guess one thing you could do is maybe like take some really nice color pictures, print it up, and then there's places all throughout your town. Yeah, I'm a big flyer person, right? And hey, I'm telling you, flyers, like if you were to take a town that has 6 different places you can put flyers up, and then you just go from town to town, you just cover an area. I mean, you can get some, I've always done stuff like that. And like you have libraries, grocery stores, gas stations, um, city halls, community centers. Like, it's free advertising, doesn't cost you a dime. Well, except for the flyer, you know. And so, especially like at Christmas time, yeah. So, just get a bunch of flyers make a bunch of, I'm just saying, it's just an idea. So that's what I'm planning to do is like, I go to the city when I have these appointments and stuff. And so I was gonna just print up a bunch of flyers and put them in places, especially like the gas stations, the community centers, and just, you get some really cute, especially like holiday items, and just put your flyer up there and just have like little, maybe a row of pictures of your craft items. And then, you can put whatever the link, to your Etsy shop or whatever. And then maybe even at the bottom, write out your actual URL and where they can tear it off, whatever works, or even leave some business cards up there and get some free advertising that way. And you'd be surprised, the whole word of mouth thing. So anyways, that was just one idea to try to get some visibility because I don't know how hard it is. I was just kind of curious about that. Like when you first start going on Etsy and you've never sold anything before, like how hard is it on the visibility? So sorry. Update call. Yeah, okay. So anyways, yeah, so I was just letting people know about the whole debit card thing, but it's not applicable to my crochet people. It's just I had a lot of oh my gosh. I wish you guys could have seen. Like you could probably go on that one video when I went and approved all of the comments. Go on that video where I announced the visa thing and count how many people came. Like all at the same time, like within the same hour. And there was like over 100. And I'm just like, what the heck? And so I don't know if somebody shouted me out, but then a lot of them were, I think, duplicate accounts. And so, YouTube just, anyways. So that's not really what I'm wanting. The idea for the visa is for, my subscribers because, if they're international, I wish I could ship stuff internationally. I really do. Maybe at one point I will be able to, but I just really can't do that right now. It's just cheaper for me just to have a Visa card. So anyways, so I'm just trying to be all inclusive, and at the same time, I just happen to be attracting a whole bunch of other people apparently. But, I don't mind if the newcomers want to come and be a part of my channel and actually subscribe. But then, you know how it is. They want to come in and subscribe and then leave if they don't win. It's like, okay. So from here on out, they have to be subscribed for 2 weeks to participate in my cash thing giveaway. So that's all I wanted to say on that. And it's not applicable to the crochet people. Like I see your channel and you're a crochet person and you've got videos and all that. I'm just all these random new people. That's just what I'm saying. Because my stuff that I'm giving away, it's for my subscribers, my real subscribers. But you know how it is with giveaways. You know how people are. It just goes with the territory. So it's all good. But anyways, yeah, so that's all I'm doing here. I'm crocheting this little slouch out. Golly gee, she said in the tutorial that it would take 2 hours. And I'm like, seems like I've been working on this all night. Either that, it's just because I'm multitasking or something. But either that or I'm slow. I don't know. But this is, I could whip out a hat, just like a regular hat in like an hour. Okay. But this particular stitch seems takes longer or something. And it takes more yarn too, because it has that ribbon, that edge thing on it or whatever, because you're going through the front post. And so it does take more yarn, and I think personally that it does take longer. But I'm curious to know, okay, when people do slouch houses, what type of stitches do you use? Because this particular stitch, I probably won't do this one again. Again, this one's good for doing the fun fur yarn because of that ledge or whatever that sticks out. That'd be perfect for putting in some trim, some fun fur. But like what kind of, I'm looking for a stitch for a slouch hat that would be not real tight, kind of like loose and a little bit more space between the stitches. And I can't make up my mind what kind of stitch would be perfect for that. Granny I like to make granny squares when yeah, yeah, I think granny squares are cool too. Yeah. And those I saw one and I'm big on hearts and it had a heart in the middle of it too. And I wanted to get that pattern. And so if I find it or if you know one, let me know. But so like hey Belle, I think you have some slouch hats. I think in fact I think I've seen you wearing one. So what stitch do you use for your slouch hats? Uh, Uh, yeah, beret hats are cute too, and they're kind of a hot item as well. These slouch hats, man, I love them. I think they're cute. Oh my goodness! You know what I saw the other day? I'm gonna have to get some. I was gonna kind of do it as a surprise, but glow in the dark yarn. Oh my goodness! Have you ever used glow in the dark yarn? I'm just curious because that just looks like so much fun. It's kind of pricey though. Like it comes in really small skeins and it would probably cost about 20 bucks in the yarn alone just to make it. Now, if you know a place where you can get glow in the dark yarn at a really good price, please let me know because I desperately want some glow in the dark yarn. I thought that would that be the cutest thing to have a glow in the dark scarf and hat set. Yeah. So, anyways, so there was like I saw somebody had made a hat, and it was just the yarn, just the glow in the dark yarn. You can get it yellow colored or you can get it white colored. It doesn't really matter because it's gonna glow the same as far as what I can see. And some of them will mix it with like a stripe because the yarn doesn't go very far. But oh my goodness, I'm just gonna do a solid glow in the dark hat. And I think it would be a good seller too because they're hard to come by. Like there's very few glow in the dark crochet hats, guys. And so I thought, wow, but the yarn's so expensive. So please, you yarn specialists out there, if you know where I can get some glow in the dark yarn reasonably priced or competitively priced, I should say, please share because I really want some, but wow, it's a little pricey because I don't. I got this fun fur yarn, guys. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna freak out when I paid for it, right? So like, wow, really good price. And there's this lady, and she was selling it on the behalf of a charity. Anyways, so um, I'm trying to get. I don't have any like bulky yarn or soft yarn. All I have is like this kind of yarn here and the fern fur yarn. That's all I got right now for my stock. And so I'm trying like basically probably my next paycheck I will be hoping to get a little bit of the soft thick yarn because I think those are nicer for the hats. And but anyways, so I'm gonna make a bunch of slouch hats, and then there's this really cute Bag a Day Crochet I think has the pattern, a really cute poncho, and so I'm wanting to make some ponchos, uh, kind of a loose stitch, and with the fringe. Yeah, I'm fixing to go fur yarn crazy. Yeah, scarves and hats. Now I'm trying to get together. I'll just let you know because I'm a veteran. I'm a Gulf War veteran, Desert Storm. So, anyways, our VA, one of our VAs in Oklahoma, has an indoor Veteran Day parade, and it's so cool. And you can see, in fact, I have a video on my channel. Um, of course, when they do the marching band and all that stuff, they kind of have to tone down the volume, but they do the whole thing. All the cheerleaders, high schoolers, the marching band, the little kids, the floats, the whole 9 yards. It's just smaller because it's indoors, and and it's really, really was a nice parade that they did. So, and then, they pass out goodies, you know, for the vets. So I'm wanting to start a drive to get some, oh, I don't know, like a hat or oh, my back is hurting, something, you know, hat or booty slippers or something for the patients that are in the hospital. And, you know, obviously, you know, we got to give out stuff equally. So I don't think that enough people are going to be able to make blankets, but, you know, hats, booties, maybe some cup holders, something. So I'm hoping to, you know, get something like that done. So I was trying to come up with some ideas of small things that we can crochet for the vets other than just like hat, scarf, and booties. So if you have some clever ideas that you can think of, please share. Because I'm wanting to hopefully get enough that we can pass out, you know, to each veteran in the hospital is what I'm hoping. So, yeah, so I'll be making some stuff for that too. And anywho's, maybe I thought maybe like I could get together some crocheters. I thought maybe like, you know how they have like stress flush, what do they call them? They're like stress relief plushies or whatever. And I like little scrunchie balls. I'm thinking for the veterans. Ornaments. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, and see, I don't know. I've never made those though. I mean, I would thought like maybe one like accessory, like a hat, and then maybe one little something else, like what you suggested, like an ornament, you know, a couple little items for each vet at the hospital. I'm hoping, you know, I haven't advertised on Facebook yet to, you know, get all my locals together. But yeah, so what would be something easy for like beginner crocheters? And then, yeah, see, I've never made any of those. I've never done any of that. They're cute, and I've thought about trying because obviously they're hot sellers, you know. But as, oh my gosh, some of those things are so cute. The little jellyfish. Oh my gosh, did you guys see the big jellyfish hat? I want to Etsy, and they have these huge jellyfish hats. They are the cutest, silliest thing I've ever seen. Have anybody, hi Chills, has anybody ever made the jellyfish hat? It's hilarious. Oh my gosh. And they go for quite a bit too. Yeah. Hey Chills, how are you doing? So Bella Camper Henry. Yeah. So so I'm looking at like these novelty items, right? The jellyfish hat is a riot, an absolute riot, you know, and so yeah, so that's true. Like some kind of ornaments or I don't know. I've never really made I was thinking like a plush pillow. So like, okay, so with veterans, a lot of veterans have PTSD. So, you know, one thing that they, you know, teach is to have like stress relief items, you know, like they give you these scrunchy, there's like foamy balls or the, what do they call those? You know what I'm trying to think of? They're like squishies, and it's just for like stress relief. But to make something like that for the veterans, you know, that would be like a squishy, just something soft. It's like, you know, just so I thought maybe like a little plush pillow, you know, or some kind of little heart pillow or just something, you know, that was soft and I don't know. Anyways, could just make little stress pillows for them or something like that. But ornaments is, you know, yeah, because November, yeah, that would, I was wanting to do the Veterans Day parade that they have inside the VA. And so, yeah, I mean, it would be appropriate to pass out Christmas stuffs at that time. I mean, it's close enough to like middle of November. That's close enough to Christmas. No, they start putting Christmas stuff out in July, pretty much anymore. So yeah, um, so yeah, I'll if you have. I did see some cute butterflies. I thought some butterflies, you know, for the ladies. I saw the cutest butterfly today pattern, and I saved that in my craft playlist. I mean, it was a really nice pattern. I don't know if it's an easy one to make or whatever, but it was just really beautiful. And so anyways, I'm really open to some ideas, you know, for how to make stuff for the vets. And so, yeah. So anyways, I was just, Chills, I was just telling them earlier about how, oh, hey, Mr. Deeb. Yeah, I was at Mr. Deeb. You guys go check his channel out. He just hit 600 subscribers, and he's got some really nice streams, live, Roblox streams. And so, yeah. So I liked your game. I liked your game that you have there. And so, anyways, but, I was at his live stream earlier. I've been live stream surfing tonight. Because when I'm crocheting, I like to listen in on other people. And then I got to thinking, I probably need to do a live stream of my own just to talk to people about what happened this week. I had over 100 people come to my channel, and a lot of them were just like, I think they were just duplicate accounts. A lot of them were, because when I see 100, go look at my video where I announced the Visa card. You go look at that video and look how many people commented in it. It was like way over 100, right? And I went and I looked at every single one, and all of them were subscribed to me. I could go to the subscriptions and I could see they were subscribed to me. So it's just like, but my count did not go up. Like 8. And then eventually, in total, it went up like 14. And then it just went back down. So it's like, seriously? Like, and it's not like I'm not doing the giveaways just for the subscribers. Obviously, I do want to bring new people to my channel. I'm hoping that they eventually like my content, but I want to, it's for my subscribers. And I know a lot of the people do giveaways, So anyways, but it's all good. I mean, I'm still going to roll on, but I made that new rule that if somebody comes to my channel, but I don't want my crochet people to think, because I have a lot of new crochet subscribers too. And, so I don't want them to think it's applicable to them. If you're a crochet channel, and you're connected to my other crochet people, I can go to your channel, see your crochet person, then this doesn't apply to you. But to participate in my, my, cash, debit, whatever giveaway, they have to be subscribed for 2 weeks. I thought that'll knock that other stuff. People coming in, to just for the giveaway and then leave. They won't be able to do that because they have to be subscribed for 2 weeks. But everybody that's already subscribed, it's not applicable to you. My crochet people, it's not applicable to you. Okay, but just some random people coming in, it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to nip that in the bud. So, anyways, but that's all I just want to say about that. The lives tonight, lives. What do you mean? I can't. You need to go to bed. Yes, here it's 9:48 right here, and I'm like, man, I really want. I think I just have anxiety with all the stuff I've got going on. I've just really been struggling with anxiety. I have so much that I have to do, and I can't. It's just, I don't know what's wrong with me. And see, that's one thing. Crochet helps me. It's really therapy for me. It's relaxing. And I think just the repetitive movement, it's supposed to be helpful, with anxiety, just, and you're making something, you're dealing with pretty colors. It just feels good. You're making something cute. So plus, I love to make gifts for people. And so I make a lot of gifts. And, Christmas, not that far away. Can you believe, guys, that it's in the middle of September already? It was 100 degrees here. What was the temp there? I think it might be warm through October. I hope so. So I did not get my boat out at all this year. I didn't get it out at all. So I was really hoping to get at least one boat ride in before I have to have it winterized. It's not even unwinterized yet. That's just how bad it's been. It's been crazy. So anyways, but part of it is I didn't know if I was going to have surgery or not. And I didn't know how bad my neck was. I woke up and from here all the way down my arm, just completely numb. And so I have this severe moderate stenosis in all of my discs in my neck. So I was really scared to start doing stuff. But 86 in Virginia, that's East Coast. So yeah, that's kind of hot for Virginia, isn't it, this time of year? Is it a little hot for your place? Yeah, Virginia's so pretty. I did some military training in Virginia, Fort Lee, Virginia. Many moons ago, I did. I'm drinking coffee at 9:50 at night. Okay, I'll just be honest with you guys. I'm a very late night person, right? Because, you know, I'm medically retired, so I can be ornery like that. And I generally sleep, you know, till, I don't know, 9 in the morning. Does everybody else get up at 6 a.m.? Because I don't. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so what stitch is the best do you guys like to do for your slouch hats? Like I'm using, this is it's just a double crochet, but it's going through the posts, like through the front post instead of on the top of the double crochet. But I like the ones where it's kind of like loose stitched, like there's gap in the space between the stitches. I don't recognize like what stitches those are. So what would you recommend for a loose stitched slouch hat? You know, so that's what I'm wanting to do. I'm an hour later than you. The tolls hitting. You mean trolls? They said it for. Yeah, yeah. So that is one thing that I have started doing is my subscriber only chat because, well, I won't even say what happened, but some of my gamers that might even be here now knows what happened. I had somebody that come in that was a racist. I cannot believe they were just saying awful things. And so, what on earth is wrong with people? Good gravy. So, anyways, yeah. And I don't know. I mean, like if they want to come and chat, look, they should be subscribed, right? Like, why wouldn't they be? Like, why do you want to go to some random person's chat and chat with people you don't even know, you know, and they're not even subscribed? To me, that's just a little odd. I don't do that to people. Don't go in their chats and try to hit them up for some combo and not even be subscribed to them. It's like, what on earth? Don't drink in YouTube, people. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I'm being ornery. Oh yeah. Yeah, like right now, I've got one air conditioner going. I have window units, and so I have my other one turned off. It's 86 degrees. Now, if it was 86 with the sun on, I'd have to have both my air conditioners on. My house is really tiny. Like I have really, okay, so I live near the lake. And so the person that built this house, it was really more like a cottage for them. It's a 1-bedroom house. Like who makes 1-bedroom houses? Like it's the size of an apartment. Who does that? But it's because it's near the lake is why it's so small. But for me, it's a kind of a perfect size because, well, you know, I don't want a big house. It's all that space that I have to take care of. And, you know, I'm disabled and everything. So, but doesn't have any closets. So that's another reason I don't have a whole lot of yarn is because I just don't have a whole lot of space. You know, plus I have my other hobbies like acrylic pour art, and I need a studio for that. And so I really had to get really crafty about space, you know, on top of things, have all kinds of shelves way up high, you know, and I have to have place for my paintings to dry, you know, and it takes them, oh my gosh, weeks to cure some of them, you know, and then give them away or sell them. Oops. Uh-oh. So anyways, I wasn't wanting to do like a really long live stream, you know. So I think I'm gonna just relax and maybe watch a movie or something and try to finish this hat. I cannot believe how long this has taken me. I've been working on this for about 3 hours now. And I'm normally, it takes a lot more yarn, this particular stitch. And I think it takes it more time. But so I'm about, I don't know, 12 rows in, do 20 rows. Those slouch hats. And so I'm just curious on palms. How do you guys make your palms? You know, how do you make, you know, do you use the palm holder for the hats? So I thought I would make up a whole bunch of palms and then do a bunch of hats, get my gifts ready, get some ready for my store. Golly gee, I hope I make some money on my store. I need it. Oh my goodness. God knows I do. Anyways, but so I think I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. And thank you guys, everybody, for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I just really kind of wanted to chat about the whole giveaway thing. So this week, Sunday, I'm going to have a debit card and then some crab stuff. Got my fun fur yarn is in. So I'm probably going to do a silly, I'll do a yarn opening because I ordered a whole pallet, an entire pallet of yarn. 92 skeins at one time. I've never in my life bought that much yarn, like ever. But it was such a good deal. I couldn't resist, right? It was like, I think I paid $85 for 92 skeins. Plus taxes and shipping, it ended up, it's like over $1, a little bit over $1 a skein. I mean, for yarn that's going for $5 to $7 per skein online, yeah, I couldn't pass that one up. The only thing about it was there wasn't, I don't know how many of the same color there is. Like, you know, I really wanted to be able to have like 8 to 10 skeins of the same color so I can do a whole blanket. I want to do a blanket in fun fur. Of course, I would team it up with other yarn, you know, because it's a little bit difficult to work with. But, oh my gosh. Yeah. So anyway, so there's probably, just by looking at it, I think there was like 4 to 6 of the same color, but it was all piled up. She didn't have it laid out. It was all piled up on the top of each other. So I couldn't really see how many of the same color there was. Lots and lots of colors though. Wow. Lots of colors. And that was such a blessing. I just felt like, I was like, God, I said, so I've been a landlord for 15 years for extra income, and my contract for deed is about to expire. So I've got to get some other stuff going. So I've been trying to get my little rental lot going, you know, RV lot, and then I've had this great ordeal, this legal issue going on with this road and all this crazy stalking stuff. Oh my word. I cannot rent it out to somebody with all that crazy stuff going on. So that until that gets under control, I'm just like, well, after this, I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyways, God is good all the time. So I was like, Lord, I said, you know, I said, I really want to do this stuff, you know, do gifts and do donations like I've done in the past. And I said, but the yarn, I don't have money like that for every skein of yarn. It's expensive. So he just blessed me big time. And I saw that skein. I was like, what? I was like, you know, I just felt like I was kissed from heaven or something. And then this other lady was selling a bunch of yarn for like $2 a skein, brand new skeins of yarn. I was like, oh, okay. So I had a double whammy. I was like, I just felt like that was from God. So I was like, oh, thank you so much. So now I can get this going. You know what I mean? So I just felt like that was a big provision blessing. And yeah, so anywho's. And then, guys, I don't know if you're a believer or not, but I need some prayer about something. There's a channel here on YouTube. She's actually like a ministry. She's over in Kenya. And please pray for her. Her website is Light of God in Darkness. In Kenya, she goes to these villages and tries to help these people. They have no medical care at all. They are living in these like mud huts. And what they lay on, and I'm just like, look at all these pillows. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a lot of pain and stuff, but I have pillows. I have soft things to lay on. And they have, for a bed, they have like a mat. They put like a whole bunch of little clothes and stuff, and they stuffed it underneath this blanket, and that was their bed. And then there was this lady, and her arm was like broken, you know, it's all swollen, you know, and they didn't have any medical care. And then there was this little boy, and his name was Benson, and he died because he didn't have medical care. And it was just so sad. And so I thought, well, you know, here's this lady. She's going around and she's trying to, you know, get people like going on YouTube and using this internet thing, you know, to try to help, you know. And and so I thought, wow. So trying to get her connected to bigger organizations to partner with her to go over there. They have volunteers, they have missionaries, the people that, you know, and what they do. I'll just give you an example, like World Vision, you have World Vision, Whole International, Compassion International, and all these groups, most of them help children. You know, they focus on children. You could sponsor a child and that kind of thing. But a lot of them do a lot of things. Like they'll go into these villages and they'll just make like certain areas. They'll start a mission there and they'll like make sure they got wells. They make sure they got like farm animals to help them become self-sufficient. Make sure that they have medical supplies. You know, they really do the whole picture. And so, oh, I got chills. And so like this lady really needs some organization to come in, like, you know, and help her. You know, she knows where all the people are, you know, that need the help. And so just, you know, need some medical people while, you know, the laborers, the nurses, just people that go on mission trips, you know, just keep a circle and a flow of medical volunteers to go into this area to help these people, you know, because it's just, wow, you know, and so if you wouldn't mind, you know, to give her a prayer, because I just feel like, you know, that could, what she has started there, you know, we just get the right, you know, organizations or whatever to go in there and partner with her. They need medical supplies. They need, you know, medical people to go in there if there's not enough, or just that they can't afford it, you know, to maybe, I don't know what the laws are, what, you know, the requirements are, what can be allowed, but just pray over that specific ministry to help those people. Just this little boy died because he didn't have medical care. It's pitiful, you know. And anyways, so on a brighter note, I think it's just wonderful, you know, that this lady's going around trying to hustle up stuff and help from people online, you know, to help them. But man, that's such a task. Golly gee, that's such a task. And I don't mean the, hey, hi Liz Crochet, thank you for stopping in. Maybe you can help me. I was just telling her about this lady who's over there in Kenya. She's trying to get help for these people. They're living in huts. They don't have any medical care, you know, and they really need teams of people to go in there and give them provisions. So anyways, I'm making this slouch hat. And I was wondering, Liz, what kind of, like, I wanted to, like a loose stitch. Now this one has like a ribbing because I'm going through the front post on the double crochet. So it has kind of like, I don't know if you can see that, like a ledge, if you will. That would be perfect for the fun fur that's coming in the mail tomorrow. My yarn is here. So I'm going to be doing a fun fur giveaway this week, next Sunday. Yeah. So anyways, so yeah, so I was wanting the type of slouch hat that I'm interested in. It has like big loose stitching, so like gaps in between the stitching. So I kind of wanted, I don't know. I've seen a lot of different types of slouch hats, but I really like the looser stitches. I just think it has a more relaxed hang to it, if you will. The slouch hat hang. Anyways, so what would you recommend for, stitches for slouch hat? So this is just this is the first time I've done a slouch hat. So I just picked this random crochet pattern tutorial out, and just give it a run, and I kind of like this one with this, I call it a ribbon, it kind of has a ribbon on the inside. So I was going to actually make this the outside and then put the fun fur on it, so I thought that would be perfect for that. But I've seen people wearing them too. So do you do stitches? Yeah. So anyways, I guess I'll just keep looking or whatever. But yeah, Liz, so I was just telling everybody that, I've gonna have another giveaway on Sunday. I've been doing giveaways every Sunday, and I came back in July after being gone for 4 years, pretty much, because I was supposed to have this upper back surgery. I had my spinal cord was displaced, so they had to decompress my cord. So I had this major surgery, and I had myelopathy and all this other stuff. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do this, recovery journal and all this and everything. And then I just kept having surgery after surgery after surgery. I was like, and I'm like, well, golly, it just seemed like it was never going to end. I had the upper back surgery. Then I had to have foot surgery. Then I had to have another foot surgery to correct a complication from the foot surgery. And then I had to see like this cancer doctor in Arkansas, you know, because I had some mass growing, and but it wasn't cancer, thank God. And so, you know, then I had to have partial hysterectomy, and I had 2 of those to fix that. Then I had another abdominal surgery, and then I had back surgery in November. And it's like, oh my gosh, it just was going on and on and on. So, anyways, finally I was like, you know what? Anyways, so I'm back. I came back in July, and I've been doing like giveaways every Sunday. And I do have a gaming network. So some of my gamers, you know, I have a Roblox game. It's called Missy's Hangout. And then I have a Roblox group. And so so I do that. So I do this giveaway. I've been doing Roblox gift cards, but I'm also doing the retail gift cards and the debit gift cards and the crochet giveaway. And so I'm just trying to incorporate all of it like in the same live stream. So just time efficiency kind of thing. And anyways, so now that I've got, I'm just curious, like what kinds of things do like people like for giveaways? Yarn, like, you know, craft giveaways. Like I've seen people give like yarn away, but like what, I guess I don't really know like what people like. Like I have these Christmas decor kitchen towels, and I don't know, maybe a hat or something, or a scarf. I mean, I don't know. Or I guess just, do they just like supplies? Because I'm kind of new to the whole crochet giveaway thing. I don't really, I mean, I've gave crochet items away, but I've never really done like a lot of crochet network, if you will, type of giveaway. So, yeah. I know. I was just thinking, you know, it's getting really late. It's like after 10. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. I was really just wanting to come on here and just kind of discuss that whole, uh, you know, I don't want to have like a giveaway and have all these trolls coming up here on my page. I had over 100 people. And I don't know who's real and who's not. If you go to that debit card giveaway video that I have, and you'll see I have over 100 people, over 100 people on that, like brand new people. I don't know where they came from. And so a lot of those I think could have been duplicated accounts because my subscriber count didn't go up, and Google knows when people are using multiple channels. They know. And that's why when I see a whole bunch of people come in and my count doesn't go up, it's kind of suspicious. So anyways, I don't want all that going on when I've got my real subscribers here. It's kind of annoying. You know, it can really mess things up. So I'm making a new rule that if a new subscriber comes in and they're not a crochet channel, then they have to be subscribed for 2 weeks to participate in my debit card giveaway. And I just thought that that would kind of tone things down and, you know, kind of cut out the riffraff, if you will. So anyways, so I was just wanting to announce that, and that my yarn is in. So I'm going to be doing that giveaway this week. And so drop some colors. So if you look at the picture of the video that I did of the yarn palette, I just showed a picture of the palette, and there's lots and lots of colors in it. So I couldn't see all of them, like how many I have of each color, because there's 92 skeins and you can't see them all, you know, from the way they had it piled up on the palette. But yeah, so just kind of give me an idea, you know, what your colors are. So here's another thing that one of the ladies does a game called Zingo. Wow, that's really cool. So I had never played that before. Have you ever played that? So I was thinking if anybody would, I'm not going to do it the same night she does, obviously. But basically you just like pick 7 numbers, and then I would have to have like a bingo thing that I would have to buy. And basically I just call out the numbers and call out the numbers until the numbers, like the 7, like you pick numbers ahead of time. And then when you do the Zingo game, then I just would call the numbers, and then the first person who all the 7 numbers that they picked ahead of time are called, then they say Zingo. I thought, well, that's so cool. So I thought about doing something like that. And anyway, so just let me know, you know, I kind of want to know if enough people would be interested in that. you know. So let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. I thought that was a really clever game. I'd never heard of it before. And I thought, well, that would be fun to do on my channel. So, anywho's, I'm going to go ahead and end this, and then I'm going to chill out, lay down, and finish my hat. I would like to get this done tonight. But thanks for stopping in, everybody. I appreciate you so much. And I'm always looking at night if I'm crocheting. I am looking for live streams. So if I see your live stream, I'll go there. And if I miss it, I'm sorry. But I will be looking, for your live streams. And anyways, but thank you guys so much for stopping in, and I appreciate you, and I'll see you again soon. Tomorrow I'll probably do an upload video of my yarn. Yay.